Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Taurus for late April, May 2023. Happy birthday, Taurus. You are in your first house. The spotlight is definitely on you. The element is earth, as you well know, so just enjoy it. So first house is all about your image, how you see yourself. And this can be a time of the year it is your birthday, so you can just do whatever it is you want to do. Change your image or love your image, or just, you're in the spotlight, so it's your time to shine. And the energy is the Lovers. So there is a decision to be made about relationships, or maybe if you haven't been in one or somebody might come along suddenly whilst you're there enjoying the spotlight and feeling fantastic, because it's one time of the year that we can just kind of really guilt-free let our hair down and say, yeah, well, it's my birthday month. Of course I'm going to enjoy it. Major card though, so this is talking about time of year, timeline here is May, June, so it's like, Gemini time. So following your birthday, there is this relationships coming in and decisions to be made about them. It's a major card, so it's going to be quite a big decision one way or the other. Where you are right now, Eight of Coins, doing really well, projects going well, maybe new projects starting, adding another string to your bow. Mature, this is the mature sort of person that goes back and decides, okay, I'm sick of this career, I'm going to study this and do that, change over to another career. There's money involved, lots of money to be made here. Doing well, you'll do well with that. As usual, Taurus is the most sort of stable sign of all of them. They've got it all together usually in all the sort of aspects of our life holistically. So looking really good for that Eight of Coins. It's a good card. Master's Apprentice. So if you are very much thinking about adding something or studying something to get more gravitas in your career, this is the time to be thinking about and doing and actually doing it. Let's see what's influencing that to come in, and indeed the whole reading for the 4 weeks. And we have the Temperance card, another big card, so right time, divine timing. So the timing is absolutely spot on there. And for the rest, for the whole 4 weeks of your birthday month, timing is good. Especially Temperance, it is November, Sagittarian card, so it's November, December time. But it's also a card for distant learning, spiritual learning, or in just studying and general sort of far horizons thinking, looking further afield, all sorts of interests there. But it's very much a movement card and an action card, but overall it is divine timing. So when you get this, it's the time, it's right. Let's see the background and what was happening in March, April. Smooth sailing things, no real dramas happening there. I think probably the month preceding that, what was that, February, March may have been, I know that was a bit of a bumpy time, but now the last couple of weeks preceding this, things have been really evened out, smooth sailing. Choppy waters have sort of gone somewhere else, thank God. Your mind is sort of balanced again, especially after being, certain elements like the water or the air elements can be quite disturbing for earthy people like Taurus. It sort of shakes them out of their, sanity a bit. So, but that's sitting there, so it's sort of prevailing over you at the moment to say that things are sailing along really smoothly, especially in the mental capacity of yourself, how you view things mentally. Recent influences, Three of Cups, so celebratory card. Very much time to go out and have a good time. It's your birthday, and that's what you should be doing. Catching up with friends, having, get-togethers, etc. Just generally enjoying yourself. I'm sure for some Taurus too, there could be a child coming along or a pregnancy announced. This encompasses that kind of energy as well. Very emotional here, very much water, intuitive energy. Yeah, so it's, overall, especially because it's your birthday month, we're just going to go with the celebration. And yes, of course, there may be somebody around you that will announce a pregnancy or a baby has arrived earthside. Lovely card though, so Taurus, take advantage of this nice spread already. Let's have a look at what lesson you'll be learning in your birthday month. And we have the Hanging Man, going with the flow. So there's something at work here, Taurus. There's something very much at work. So therefore, the Hanging Man is very much a card of going with the flow. The the outcome is yet to be seen, but the main thing to learn about the Hanging Man is patience is what you need here. So learning patience, just as you can see, he's hanging upside down and he's quite comfortable with that. He's seeing the, he's viewing the situation from a different level, upside down, from a different perspective. So anything can happen with this, but I find in my experience with these cards, it's usually a really great outcome, but you've got to learn to be patient, Taurus. Don't be pushing in. Don't be trying to make it happen before it's ready, because it's a big thing too, and it's divine timing. So you've got the divine timing, and the timing is right, but then again, it's sort of saying, ha-ha. But your big lesson for this 4 weeks is just to go with the flow. Don't be going, oh no, but I want it to be like this, because then it won't work. And then you'll go back to start again. And we're not having it. Not in your birthday month. So patience is a virtue here, and very much the lesson to be learned in this 4 weeks, my dear Taurus. Okay, let's see what's going on in the near future. The Moon. So the outcome is unknown, and another major card. So you've got 3 major cards, Taurus. That's good. So the Moon's sort of saying, a bit like this one too. Learning patience, and this is the unknown. You don't know the outcome yet, Taurus. So don't be trying to quickly scurry around and find it, because you won't. The Moon won't let you know until it's the right time. Very interesting that those two. So you're learning patience, but you're learning to wait for the outcome. It's almost like a really dark night and you can't see where you're going. So you've just got to sort of adjust and wait. Wait for the light, the sunrise to come. So the things are hidden from view here. And when it clears up, you will see. And then, only then will you understand why you had to learn the patience. But the timing is right. So it's a really interesting month for you. So, it's quite exciting. I want to know what next month's going to bring for you already. Okay, let's see what's happening that you're not realising, Taurus. The Queen of Wands, so very creative this month. Getting in there and just, speaking your truth, saying what you think. The Queen of Wands, is very much a fire sign female, very energetic, very creative. She says what she thinks. She speaks in a very direct manner that some people absolutely stand there with their mouth open at what comes out of her mouth sometimes, because she's so full on and direct. But it's a really nice card to sort of, it's creativity too, and she is, most people that I know would really, benefit from, especially Taurus, because they can be, very good, hard-working, very great people, but also they need that bit of fire in them sometimes too, because people could think, oh yeah, well, they're very sort of quiet and whatever, so we do need the Queen of Wands energy every now and again, Taurus, just to rip through and sort of be quite direct about things. And for the other people too, for the for the boys and the girls, or the guys and the girls, you know, just whether that's, you can read it into whoever you are, but you know who she is. But she's sitting there and you're not realising you've got some of that Queen of Wands energy in you, so just go with it. Use it, especially in your birthday month. How others see you. Oh, catching up with people from the past thinking of you. This is very much a past life card I read as Taurus, so it's very much, it can be even people you haven't seen for a while, people who you've had great connections with, but they've sort of, you know, things have happened and you haven't seen them. They can come back into your life, or they're thinking about you and they're tossing up whether to, yeah, it's just that feeling of, oh, you know, wonder what they're doing, or shall I shoot them an email or a text message or whatever. Lovely, very much a connected card as well, Taurus here. Really lovely. 6 of Cups, it's all about emotional stuff as well. Very past life, so old soulmates, all that sort of energy. You know what I'm talking about, Taurus. So that's sort of happening for you as well. It looks like a very mythical month as well. Mythical and magical, Taurus. Okay, let's now have a look at what you're feeling positive about. Oh, if things seem too good to be true, they probably are. And so the line with this card is that we can't have everything all of the time. So we can't have all of the happiness, all of everything going well. There's always something that we've got to work on. So and you know that, Taurus, above all, you're very grounded people. So just be, and that's the anecdote for, if you're not going to learn this patience this month, Taurus, well, I'll go out, because then that will happen, and then you'll end up going, oh my God, you know, I should have listened to the patient, the hanging man. I should have just gone with the flow. So don't try and meddle with it or tamper with it, because it just won't work. Even though this is a minor energy, it's almost like it's kind of a bit of a trick to see if you will uphold that going with the flow sort of energy, and waiting for the unknown to reveal itself, rather than, you know, trying to make it happen when you want it to happen just because it's your birthday. Now, I say that with light-heartedly. I don't mean it any way other, but just be patient. And if something looks too good to be true, and you of all signs will go, no, I don't believe a word it says, I'm not doing it, that's a fragile person, I don't like them. Okay, so let's see now the outcome. Oh, somebody's spying on you. This little impish energy of the Page of Swords is a bit of a, oh, it's a spy. It's somebody sort of, I don't know, that there's somebody there, love, because you've got lovers here, you've got somebody looking at you, you've got people from the past coming in. Somebody's quite sort of, not obsessed, but they're just like, oh, I want to get in touch with this person, I want to, you know, I wonder what they're doing. And they can probably look at you through Facebook, or what if you're on that kind of platform. But it's also overridingly, it's sort of things up in the air too. So once again, just go with the flow, things up in the air. There is something in the works, Taurus. So just, you know, just wait. It's like before Christmas and telling those little people, no, you're not opening those. You've just got to wait for the right time, the divine time. But yeah, somebody is indeed quite fascinated by your doings at the moment, Taurus. I wonder who that could be. Conversely, it could be, once again, a little a baby coming through, or a child coming through. It can. Pages are often, you know, newborns. But the overall energy is somebody's watching you. But it doesn't have negative, evil intent. It's just, I think we all like to sort of look around sometimes. Okay, let's see what your magical message is for this month. energy. Oh, I love it, Taurus. Energy is the best. You are never alone or helpless. The force that guides the stars guides you too. Energy is more than just cultivating physical boundless energy. It is making the connection with the universal life force that motivates all creations in the universe and in you. So we're all one. And use that energy and have a great month. Thank you for listening, Taurus, and once again, have a wonderful birthday.